Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Red option is selected. Wing power O. Circle button.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Inside zone is selected.
No place to
Flanker drive.
No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Officially nothing on
R1 button.
Run. They'll
Circle button.
Second and
Circle
10.
button. R1 button. Cross button. Cross button.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. For verticals is selected.
But just couldn't find any.
Max protect.
No, not enough.
Circle button.
Hit him.
Cross button.
Completion.
Square button. Square button. Square button.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau, and he's able to take this one back to the...
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Indication we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And that is incomplete. Wow, the cover.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
They're trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Steps away to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Trying to involve him in that way in this game as well, but you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
And defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limited to just short runs, as he can really impact this offense. Throwing on third down, Stafford. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone, and he knocks the ball away.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Tried but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
He had the distance, but it's...
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Red option is selected.
There as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one
Cross
never
button.
wanted to come back.
R1 button.
It's offense.
Cross button.
Ready to begin their
Circle
next
button. R1 button.
Accepted the
Triangle button.
football, but
Cross button.
and it's still
Cross button.
And because of that,
Triangle button.
this is interception. What interception? It didn't really...
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. HD power O is selected.
Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Circle button. Cross button. Triangle button. Circle button.
Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. For verticals is selected.
Direction. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough.
Circle button.
Jones in the
Circle button. R1 button. R1 button. Cross button. Circle button. R1 button. R1 button.
Going deep downfield for Ross.
Triangle button.
And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot.
Entering play call. Mesh spot. 4 verticals. Strum flood.
And move forward. And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long.
Square button. Circle button. R1 button. R1 button. Triangle button.
Gonna let it go again.
Triangle button.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And the Falcons are going to take...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
For now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Meanwhile, they take a shot.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
His first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2.
Entering play call, coach suggestion. On plan, there are defend media, cover 1, cover 2 drop.
Mike Davis, such a revelation for the Panthers last year, subbing for the injured Christian McCaffrey much of the season. Did a nice job running the ball, but wound up with 59 catches, easily a career high, and the 4th most by a running back in the NFL.
Now this throw caught left side.
Entering on plan, concept, zone blitz 3, man, cover 6, cover 6, cover 6.
Did a combined 33 yards.
Spread.
To the air again, Stafford. And that is intercepted on the sideline.
Entering play call, cover 6. There are 9 categories. Cover.
This is just an
cover 6 invert.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be...
Entering play call, cover 6.
Dial up the long one.
Cover 6. Cover 6.
3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And his kick is good. And the Falcons...
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
They add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And this will be...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Ravens power is selected.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2...
L2 button.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best.
Entering play calls, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Red option is selected.
It'll be 2nd down.
Cross button. L2 button. L2 button. Triangle button.
Back to
Triangle button.
Jones. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by A.J.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
I think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
To run there for Mike Davis, and how about his career resurgence, because he's bounced around a bit in the NFL.
On plan, there are 7 categories. Defend medium pass is selected.
And now here with the Atlanta Falcons.
Defend medium, cover 1
Mike
key.
Davis.
Now it's Davis. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Entering play call, on plan, there are 7 from 8, 4, normal, inside blitz.
In old school NFL football,
Zone blitz, engage 8.
often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3.
Entering play call, normal, rush outside.
Second down coming up.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
Three yards remain for second down. To throw is Stafford. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 7 categories.
Second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Koo able to connect on the extra point.
Entering play call, special teams, you have 6 options, return left is selected.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 9 jet touch pass.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't
Entering,
think there's any
roll combo,
back out there and go,
wing HP dive, flanker drive, wing HP dive.
You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Circle button, L2 button, triangle button,
Second and
cross
12.
button,
Jones
R1 button,
into his left.
triangle button,
He'll let it go.
triangle button.
Left side. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 7 categories.
4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense.
Entering play call, on plan,
to give him an
concept,
opportunity to get back on track.
cover 3 spot, cover 3.
As they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Now a handoff to Davis. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Give cushion.
Stafford on first down. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at
Entering concept, coach suggestions, there are recent plays, there are play type, coach suggestions, there are formation, play type, favorite recent, coach suggest, plan, there are 7 formation, there are 7 categories, there are 4 subcategories, option, coach suggest, ball in air defense option, formation. Coach suggestions, there are 7 categories, you have 30 options, cover 3 cloud is selected.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. Being chased out left. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Julian Love picks it. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. That attempt is selected.
Danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, you're
entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
in the area.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
Entering play call, concept, zone blitz 2, cover 3, cover 6, cover 6.
The defense makes a good play too.
Cover 6.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked up by Trey Boston. 20! And they will finally put it into the return, but
entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Inside zone split is selected. Triangle button.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. HB gut is selected.
Yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd.
Cross button. Circle button. Triangle button. Triangle button.
On the move to his left. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds.
Entering play call, coach suggestion. Player, there are 9 formation. Goal line, normal, you have 12 options. HB dive is selected.
But how about the way he was able to pull that one in?
Circle button.
Yardage.
Jones keeps it himself, and he is in.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. Pad attempt is selected.
And the Giants have taken the lead. Extra point try, good by Gano.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to...
Entering play call, cover 6. There are 9 categories. You have 22 options. Cover 6 chauffeur is selected.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Spread.
And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
The first down carry for Davis. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards.
Entering play call, concept, formation, plan, recent plays. There are 7 categories. You have 9 options. Cover 3 sky is selected.
Tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll go down.
Entering play call, recent plays. There are 7 categories. You have 9 options. Cover 6 invert is selected.
Stafford now to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And
entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This taken in at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Lead red option is selected.
The Giants offense
R1 button.
line ready to begin their next drive.
Cross button.
Back to that.
Triangle button.
Struggled, but now
R1 button. R1 button.
Rhythm.
Cross button.
It would be a surprise to us because when we were in the production meetings, we asked a few of the players about, hey, what if things get a little...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Inside zone is selected.
They had started to do so.
Those 3 words.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Flood is selected.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will
R1 button.
Scores.
Circle button.
What's going on?
Triangle button.
Down the NFL.
Cross button.
Time.
Cross button. Cross button.
Give him a couple on the scramble.
Entering slot out. Double slants.
Brings to
Face
this.
top.
He had his mind.
Double slants.
He was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the
Square
front.
button. Triangle button. R1 button. Circle button. Triangle button.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. In for the...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 AHP inside zone.
Last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
Circle button. Square button. Triangle button.
End in, maybe a back, someone to help assist because right now the quarterback's been
Cross button.
the last couple of games.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now the
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 12 options. Punt is selected.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on the punt. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. He'll return it from the 6. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across.
Entering play call, complex formation, concept, cover 6, cover 6, cover 6, cover 6, cover 6 invert.
10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line as they'll take over with just under a minute left to play until the break. On 1st down, Stafford here. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Entering play call, cover 6. There are 9 categories. Play call.
Process there.
Cover 4. Cover 4. Cover 4 quarters.
They tried to hit him over the top unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads
Seems
to
like
2nd and 10. Stafford. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted.
Entering play, AHP slips, slot outs.
The Giants are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Square button.
Giants
Circle button.
the line
R1 button.
on their next drive.
Cross button.
Jones now
Cross button.
throwing on 1st down.
Square button.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. The way in. Touchdown.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. That event is selected.
As he's able to shake free. Gano the extra point. And that will...
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback.
Entering play call, cover 4. Cover 4. Play, concept. Coach, recent plays. There are 7 categories. You have 9 options. Cover 4 pawns is selected.
1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. Oh, wide open. Complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way.
Entering, coach suggest, plan, there, formate, concept, there, cover 2 man, play height, there, blitz, man blitz, there are 3 categories, you have 90 options, LB dogs is selected.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now Stafford. This to Pitts and he's got him. Touchdown Atlanta.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 7 categories.
And the Falcons on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And
entering play call, special teams, you have 6 options, return left is selected.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out.
Entering, but sweep spread count, but sweep red opt.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Cross button.
And they really won't have much time.
R1 button.
Just 19
R1 button.
showing on the
square
clock.
Button. Cross button. Cross button. R1 button. Square button. Square button.
Forced and a big loss here as he's taken down. Falcons
entering
and final timeout.
Favorite recent plays. There are 9 categories. You have 9 options. For verticals is selected. Triangle button.
They come up on a second.
Cross button. Triangle button.
And he takes a shot on the release as this
entering play call. Favorite.
Ready for 3rd down.
Plan. Coach suggests AHD and AHD 0. AHD leg dive.
Accomplished because they were compelled
square
to
button.
Ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
And they will get to him behind the
entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 12 options. Conta selected.
On the first half of play.
Entering play call. Plan. Formate. Concept. There are 9 player. Formate. Single. Strong. Concept. Coach recent plays. There are 9 categories. You have 9 options. HB led dive is selected. R1 button. Backs protect. Circle button. Out left. R1 button. Triangle button. Cross button. R1 button.
Here's Jones.
R1 button.
A final shot before break.
Square button.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well,
entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Koo now for the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now.
Entering gunplan adjustments screen run inside. Run outside.
Sports halftime report. Coach.
Defend outside. Defend inside run. Defend deep pass. Entering play call. Special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. Gun plan. Formation. Gun plan. Defend deep. 3 dub. FZ. Overload. 3 deep. Cover 3 cloud show 2. Max sting. Cover 3 sky press.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Entering play call. Defend deep.
The half partner.
Cover 3. Cover 3. Cover 3 bus press. Corner blitz 3. Cog 3 doesn't match.
Overly harped on it, but I think they told him, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Here's Davis to run again on second. And he'll take this up near the 35.
Entering play call. Defend deep pass. Gun plan. Coach suggest. Cover 3 doesn't. Cover 3. Cover 3 match.
Davis, he'll try to run for it. And he will have a first down as they get.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Keep the drive moving.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Stafford. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
A little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And boy, he
entering play call. Coach
from where he's spotting that football. He's going to be so short.
46. Coach suggest cover 3 hard flat. Gun plan. There are 7. Coach suggest cover 3 cloud press.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They'll run with Davis. And he's got the first down yardage as he breaks.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Anxious moments there, but they
Gun plan. There are defend deep pass. Cover 3 cloud.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Stafford. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Entering play call. Defend deep pass. We have 141. Overload. 3 double. DB fire 2. Cog 4 drop. Max sting 3. Cover 3. Cover 3 sky press.
2nd and 10. Throwing is Stafford. And this one almost intercepted.
Entering play call. Defend. Foxfire zone press.
Pick of the ball.
Foxfire zone press.
For what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Now,
entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum.
Entering play call. Recent plays. There are 4 verticals.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have seen
L2 button.
points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now.
Entering slot outs.
Friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points.
Triangle button.
Premium here.
Cross button.
Second and
Cross button.
Jones.
Square button.
He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they're able to get
Entering play. AHB leg dive. Coach Sig. Power
to the Giant first down.
Cross button. L2 button. Triangle button.
Back to throw.
Cross button.
Jones.
R1 button.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. 3 yards.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. HB dive is selected. L2 button. L2 button. Triangle button. Triangle button.
Lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch,
Square button.
where to turn upfield and gain any.
Entering play call. Cold smash. Drag verdict. Bench swap. Flood.
But it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and
Cross button. L2 button. L2 button.
There.
Cross button.
That is
R1 button.
not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 12 options. Punt is selected.
Taken away.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that'll hit in the end zone.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trent.
Entering play call. FD inside zone.
Yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now.
Backs protect.
Interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a
Square
game.
button. L2 button.
It's being tested right
Square
here.
button. R1 button. Circle button.
Jones steps away to his left.
Square button.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Entering verticals. Little high low. Little high low.
Outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move,
Circle button.
keep
Backs
bodies in front
protect.
of him. And I think that discouraged him from taking off.
L2 button.
Try a pass down.
Cross button.
Complete.
Cross button. Square button.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And the Falcons are going to get this back to their own 34.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot
Cover
of
3 bus press.
voted into the Pro Bowl.
Cover 3 recent plays. There are 7 categories. You have 9 options. Cover 3 spike press is selected.
What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield.
Entering play call. Special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
defensively, 1 play and into the end zone. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Returning it, John Ross. And beyond the 20, but not by much.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. F-led red option is selected.
Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
L2 button.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Entering play call. Coach suggests twice to stretch alert X looking. R1 button.
They'll go to Barkley again. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Entering play call. Go jet touch pass.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and.
So they'll get a little extra time.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Follow the selected.
Sports. The Giants on third.
Circle button.
It's been a
L2 button.
for 7.
L2 button.
They need just
R1 button.
It's third.
R1 button. Triangle button. Square button.
Throw there going to be incomplete.
Entering play call. Coach suggests curls. AHP base. Spacing. Wing HP dive.
They've really been
AHP leg dive. Square button. L2 button. L2 button.
Down. They're going for it.
Circle button.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Davis. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Trying to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Davis. Runs over him. Escaping a tackler at the 25. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Stafford eluding the pressure right. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
1st and goal. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
On plan, there are 7 formations.
Why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the
40 option. Normal, there are 2 cat, cover 2 invert.
Okay, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. They'll try and run for it with Davis. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal.
Entering play call. Normal, there are 2 categories. You have 9 options. Cover 2 invert is selected.
I think they're on schedule after that.
Fire zone 3.
Down there on the
Cover
doorstep.
3.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Davis again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop.
Entering play call. Normal, there are 2 categories. You have 9 options. Inside blitz is selected. Zone blitz.
Now it's Stafford. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Passes. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And
entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. Strong verticals.
The Giants offense.
Circle button. L2 button. R1 button.
Unfortunately, you're staring at a mini losing streak developing.
R1 button.
In the fourth quarter, this would be their 3rd straight defeat. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Corner strike is selected.
The point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They use great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Just 2.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Corner strike is selected.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
L2 button. Triangle button. R1 button. R1 button.
To his left. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
They should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
And they take a knee.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were thrown for a loss.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Atlanta, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year.
And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Giants, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to turn things around
report
next week
player
as they have a
stats.
matchup in New Orleans against the Saints.